Let's talk about the effects of not having goals. What is up, my winning friend? Welcome back to another video. My name is Zach, and if you want the best tips on how to dominate your life, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the bell notifications. That way you don't miss anything. And we're getting started right now.
Yeah, we some go getters.
We're getting started right now.
We some go getters. Yeah, we out here.
All right, so the first effect, I guess you would have more free time. There's pros and cons to that. Having a bunch of free time on your hands, can be liberating and can be relaxing, and also is much needed. And a lot of times, but also once you get past that much needed part, once you get it, having too much free time, having too much idle time tend to not feel a sense of meaning to your life. You also might get yourself in trouble. There's a lot that goes to that. So, you definitely want to schedule out free time, but if you don't have any goals and all you have is free time, what are you really doing with your life? What kind of legacy are you leaving behind? You got to think about those things. Not having goals will mean you don't have, it could take away some responsibility. Not all, but not having goals could eliminate a lot of responsibility out of your life. Now, that could be a good thing, and that can also be a bad thing. Me personally, when I have more responsibility, not like too much, but when I have some responsibility in my life, I feel fulfillment from that. I like having a responsibility. Now, you might not like having any responsibility and like having total freedom and all that. So it just depends. But generally speaking, having that sense of responsibility, a goal to aim for, is going to bring you more happiness and fulfillment because you have something to live for. Not having goals could mean that you end up not having clarity of where you really want to end up in life. And once again, the pros to that could be, you're just living for the moment and just going with the flow, and that might be what you want, but on the other hand, it also could mean that you're going to be victim to circumstance, which really you're not a victim because you didn't consciously decide what you really wanted and setting these goals. But you could be just going through life and shit happens and you just got to deal with it because you didn't decide where you wanted to end up. And by having these goals, you avoid that. You become the creator of circumstance. I was the victim of circumstance for a huge part of my life, and I used to always blame everything on everything else but myself. I didn't take any responsibility, never had any really real goals, and that led to me to being depressed and to becoming a drug addict for years and to going to prison for over 5 years of my life. Because I didn't have these goals in place. And when I finally decided to turn my life around, when I missed my sons being born, my twin boys being born, my life took on a whole new meaning. And when I started setting these goals, I have created my own destiny. I know exactly where I'm going in life. Certain things happen that are outside of my control, but for the most part, I control what happens in my life, and I create my own destiny by having these goals and working towards them. Finally, not having goals you won't have a driving force in life. You won't have something that's driving you every day. When you don't have that goal, you don't have nothing that's going to get you out of bed with fire in the morning. There's so many people, so many of my friends that I know that are always on Facebook and they're complaining and whining about their life and how they hate what they're doing, and they're just not happy. And my question is always like, well, what are you doing to be happy? Like, are you even setting goals? And no, they're not. And they refuse to. And I just don't get that. Like, if you're so unhappy with the way your life is, why don't you do something to make it better? Because I get it, I understand. Sometimes you may not know what to do, but whenever somebody tries to give you some help and advice, why not take it? I know how that feels, being unhappy and not living a fulfilled life. It sucks. And thank God that I finally got it. Like, I'm not perfect or any means by in any way, shape, or form, never strive to be, but I have found an outlet and I have found a whole new meaning in life. And by setting these goals, I get more what I want in life, and I'm happy and fulfilled. And that's really all that matters, as long as I'm happy and doing something that I know is greater than myself. So goals give you that driving force in life. If you enjoyed this video, and or if you haven't downloaded my Goal Getter cheat sheet yet, it is free and you can do so right there. This process is fire. Like, goal achievement is it is a topic that I'm more passionate about than anything else. And it's what I've dedicated my entire life to: understanding, grasping, and learning the most effective ways to achieve goals. So if you want to check it out and put it to the test for yourself, make sure you download it for free and start downloading your goals. Start dominating your goals. If you feel like I'm giving you value right here, if you're receiving value from this channel right here and it's helping you get crystal clear on your goals and achieve more, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the bell notifications. That way you don't miss anything. And as always, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.
We some goal getters.
We're getting started right now.
We some goal getters.